Hello everyone, I'm Extra87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak 2 part, are we 94, 95, something like that? Got us another new title screen. This game's definitely one thing they did not slack on in Daybreak 2 were the title screens. They got a lot of them. I guess it helps because they're not really like bespoke art like they have usually been. So, I guess it's a lot easier to make them, but I do kind of like, I love updating title screens, and so having so many is pretty cool. Even though this one being a coup, it does, a joke I forgot to make. Well, I say forgot to make, but it didn't come into my head until the future, but we were pretend like we're traveling to the past, and we made this joke at the right time. But like, can we talk about how Gramhart, his presidency, because presumably for the sake of the joke, he died in the bad end, right when the airship crashed. Because Agnes does say something about, oh, dad, and it makes sense he'd be on the airship, but... So Gramhart, basically, he inherits a country that somehow managed to win a world war without anybody dying, basically barely had to fire a shot, immediately wins a world war. And Gramhart didn't even have to do anything about it. He wasn't even the damn president yet. So he just wins a war by doing nothing. Gets massive reparations directly funneled into his country's economy. Takes that money, gives it to a private company and says, hey, make me shiny toys. The company spends all that money to make shiny toys. And then within months of unveiling said shiny toys, it gets blown up and you die on the airship. Like, truly... one of the presidencies of all time. But,
there she is.
Yes.
I'm glad she seems to be okay, at least.
Who are we?
No time for
Oh,
hesitation.
maybe the princess?
Let's
or
go talk to
Essie, or... Who's the other one? Oh, that's Hamilton. Considering so many VIP guests staying, but thus we had to increase our security as well. I don't believe there should be any problem allowing you admittance. Did you say that last time? You get some new material? Jess! I feel like I haven't been to the Republic in ages. Guess even the thoughts made me nervous. I hope Raymond's doing alright. Hope he's gotten over those weird sister fucker feelings he's had. Well, for now I need to focus on tonight's concert. In that? Yeah, Jess. Gonna think of it, I heard he'd be performing at the True Mall stage. Damn true he did. You've seen it, partner. He's a bit busy at the moment. I'm sure we'll hear more about him later. I think that's kind of cool. Getting to see, like, an NPC before the, like, having the time travel actually affect the NPCs in, like, a neat way like that. When you get to see him doing the performance and then you can see him here before the performance. We're currently making preparations for our guest breakfast. And I'll be notifying Princess Zeta and Professor Hamilton as soon as it's ready. Nah, have a plot sandwich.
Oh, good morning, everyone. What brings you all here at this hour?
We're important people. You're not the only one that's important. Oh, I'm Professor Hamilton. Oh, I'm one of Epstein's disciples. Oh, you probably don't know anything he did. Probably didn't know what he looked like.
We were just about to have ourselves some breakfast. Would you care to join us?
Normally we take you up on that in a heartbeat, but we just came by to ask a couple questions. Won't take up too much of your time.
Huh? Sure, I guess.
Sus meter. She's sus. I'm sussing her. She's sussy.
Please keep it brief. We have a busy day ahead of us.
Unbelievably sus. The sussiest, sussy sussers who's ever sussed us. I'm being sustained by their sussiness. All goes well. It'll be a quick chat. So, guys. Okay, I don't even know these two and I know they're acting weird. Catcher, you should be at least ringing the alarm bells, like, immediately. Like, that's not my Essie. My Essie's never sus-sessy. Doesn't quite work. If I remember correctly, you're here to attend a symposium, aren't you? Because we time traveled! Maybe we could go to the debate! There is hope. Do not give up before when it is at its darkest. Do you know what comes next? Trail's actually talking about politics. The dawn of a new era. That's right. We'll be discussing our views on environmental issues across the mirror. No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. There's no shot you're getting to talk about environmentalism in this game. Well, maybe because we can just brush it off as somebody messed with the magic MacGuffin. But I don't know. I guess that's still kind of similar to what it is now. Because we could solve a lot of our problems if we just like stop doing the thing we shouldn't be doing. At least as much of. I intend to present my findings and predictions on the situation in the eastern part of the continent. Alright, it's being sponsored by the ICO, isn't it? That's the group Miss Toa's a part of. More like the ICO is a part of TOA. If I remember correctly, they're also sponsoring a political debate. Yeah, all will not be forgiven. But I was kind of pissed that they kept mentioning this debate and then didn't do it. Now what's probably going to happen is it's like they might actually address it, but they're not going to get to say anything of real substance. That's right, the forum will be held at the Treon Mall and the president will be in attendance. Michael won't have much influence on the course of the Calvardian politics, and I'm sure we'll see some interesting arguments in the different parties. Yeah, that's all I need to see. I need to know who are the good guys. Or at least the lesser evil. Because, you know, one is called the Patriot Party, so I just kind of have to, even though we literally know nothing about their actual policies, other than, I guess, military spending, that would be like the one thing, which, calling yourself the Patriot Party and then investing heavily in the military, I mean, I feel like I got a pretty good idea what the party's about, but, you know, parties can be diverse. They could lean heavily in one direction and then be in another direction in some policies sometimes. Damn, sounds like the real deal. The NGO is going to great lengths to ensure the viewpoints of the international community will be heard. Is Prince Shareen on his way there now, or is he still here? Oh, he already left. I believe he intends to exchange greetings and opinions with all sides before the debate begins in earnest. He had breakfast with the president himself, evidently. Prince Reed had breakfast with someone besides me? Naj mad. So Naj, you're not accompanying Prince Shareen today? I'm not, no. Given the present circumstances, I thought it best to prioritize Princess Zeta's safety. Sus, I'm sussing her. Come, Van, this is the time for you to not be a dummy. No, okay. I'm not, like, you don't smell something? You don't smell the fuckery afoot? The Crown Prince will be returning just after lunch. Ah, by the way, Esme, I understand that you're not attending the symposium this time, yes? I hate the planet. I'm happy I was able to meet you here in Capital, but if I may, what are your plans for today? Evil. Did you say you're going back to Basel? No, actually, I had something I need to discuss with you, Professor. Yeah, like this knife in your chest. Ah! Would you mind if I spoke with you in private before you head to the symposium? Yes, we do mind. We mind a lot. You have something important to discuss? Wouldn't it be better saved for after the symposium? It'll be finished at 3 p.m. After that, we can talk without having to cut our conversation short. No, don't call it after the symposium, because then you could be murdered and we wouldn't know. But this is a pressing matter. We don't have time to wait. Governor Yang could call you at any moment. We going to the moon? I'm lost here. When aren't you lost, Judith? That's because she's evil. Is Yang in the capital too? What's this about the government reaching out to me? I'm afraid I don't follow. I gotta convince you that... No, never mind. I'll have to take matters in my own hands. Essie? Man, do you think... ... You know it's bad when Fairy's the first one to put it into words. What's that about it? It says the corrosion written all over it. I'm mad. Well, Miss Ezra, it's unfortunate, but it seems that they have been taken in by the other side. We have to move quickly and decisively. We can no longer worry about our methods any longer. I understand. She got like a bomb strapped to her chest. Not Essie. It's just as I thought. You didn't think anything on, yes. Like what the hell's going on? I'm evil.
She drew her sword? Here?
Yeah, she's gonna get her ass beat. Nice, come on. You don't... You don't want to get embarrassed like this.
They're going to take them hostage! Najee, what on earth is the meaning of this?
Please, forgive my impertinence, Your Highness. Just know that I'm doing this to protect you. I will find a place of refuge for you. And you must stay there until we're able to stop Prince Sharid.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Stop Sharid from doing what exactly?
Evil.
You had to have seen it. His Highness is trying to overthrow your father, Grand Prince Salman, and assume the throne for himself.
Yeah?
Wait, what? But he's the crown prince! Why the hell would he do that?
I don't know, he's impatient. Or she's, you know, mind controlled, like everyone's been mind controlled, Aaron.
A political uprising in Elsheim?
Guys.
That's absurd. Who put that ridiculous idea in your head?
She's telling the truth, Your Highness. And with the president himself backing him, your brother might just pull it off.
What? No, that can't be.
Guys, their memories are messed up. Now, if they were like not glowing red and they're saying Prince Sharid's trying to do this, you could maybe be like, oh no, he must be corrupted or something. But
I don't understand, Essie. Why are you working with Najee?
which, I mean, I hope he is, because I mean that sounds more interesting than this, if I'm being honest. It sounds more interesting to have Prince Sharid be like, I'm gonna overthrow my dad because I'm evil, than Essie and Naj think he's evil. Like, Naj I at least somewhat get, but once again, she couldn't even probably beat up Catcher anymore.
What do you mean, why? I'm trying to protect the professor. The president's office is attempting to coerce her into helping mass-produce nuclear weapons.
This is the first I'm hearing of that.
You're kidding me.
But she never...
You're not making any sense. There's no way they could be mass-produced so easily.
I like how, Anya's, you probably didn't mean this, but this is a massive self-report. It was not, oh, he'd never. She's like, yeah, my dad, he'd probably be doing that shit. But, like, Hamilton would never do that. I know they didn't mean it like that, but that's basically what she said. Is that, like, yeah. President Grandmart, he'd build some weapons if he felt like it needs must and whatnot.
I don't disagree. Even for a genius, pulling off such a feat would take decades. That's why Yang, Professor Cronkite, decided to enlist the aid of yet another genius by any means necessary. If the professor goes to today's symposium, I'm almost certain she'll get wrapped up in their scheme.
Well, considering we come from a future where she didn't.
Calm yourself, Esmeralda. You are making quite a few assumptions here. For one, Cronkite would never do such a thing. Secondly,
She might be spitting on that point. Because we do know he's working with the president, so...
I'm sorry, Professor, but we don't have time to argue. Come with me.
I hope they're doing something cooler than nukes, but... I mean, they're definitely doing some sussy shit.
If all goes according to plan, everything will go back to the way it should be. As for the rest of you, it looks like your loyalty to the president has been bought and paid for. But my loyalty lies with the people I care about, and I will protect them.
So, like, when you turn evil, do they just, like, auto-send you an email with, like, a link to the teleport app?
Given that I am Prince Sharid's bodyguard,
Because I presume
I
that's what
cannot
she's about
oppose
to
him
do.
directly. That being said, I can at least take the princess to a safe haven before the storm arrives.
No, if we were evil, you're capital F fucked right now. You're gonna get your ass beat black and blue.
Things ain't looking too good, you guys.
Listen to me, Essie. You have to wake up. Essie!
What? Oh. They gave me a fucking bad end, and I was like, really? What are we doing in the Martian Garden? Oh no. You have been sent to VR prison! I do not believe this to be an area reproduced from her psyche. Rather, it seems like we're in one of the garden's standard locales. This is the part where they're like, hey, if you haven't completed the garden, get to fucking work. This may be a phase space that was constructed from existing resources. You mean reusing assets? Yes. I got nothing against reusing assets, for the record. Even the Superman to make sense out of nonsense. Not to pick a brand of what might be going on, but we got bigger problems on our hands. Something's coming. Bam! I freaking whatever. I'll be honest, this is the most random ass shit. They're just trying to buy time, huh? They should know better than that. I mean, I guess it makes slightly more sense than us fighting Naj. I mean, at least they were self-aware enough to be like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense for Naj to have a solo boss fight, considering you beat her ass like, what, 7 times now? Or at least 3? You fight her twice in the last game and once in this game? Bear the Nightmare? I don't know if we're gonna need to be doing all that shit. Yeah, Van just good to get a max CP, so maybe. Fairy, we gotta. Who's even set up?
Show me what you got.
Who was in our part? Oh, yeah, it was Rin, and she ditched us. I forgot. Well, Judith, you seem to be. I mean, at least you have HP.
Hey, it's go time.
I think you're missing some of your stuff, but you've at least got HP, so.
Going all in.
Kaita activate.
What is your thing again? It's okay, you do get a little bit of damage, but not enough to really give a shit. Okay, we probably will be bearing that nightmare then, if we're missing one of our damage dealers. Bearing that nightmare.
Time for a new look.
Get going, Dad.
Time to pump it up.
Hold from the corner.
Oh, we probably should. We shouldn't have S-craft. I kind of wasn't really thinking.
Radiant sunrise.
I just don't feel like that attack should do like a ton of damage instances, because it's like part laser beam. It's like, you know, as the laser beam like tears through them, it does like a shit ton of damage instances.
Here goes.
So didn't he attack us? Why did our chain? Oh no, that was just Anya's. Because we were only at like 1. I don't know what to do. Wait.
I don't lend a hand. You'll be sorry.
What is that that's proccing on Aaron?
Good luck.
Nobody knows. Hey, Judith, I'm going to be honest.
Me. Here goes.
You're not really doing anything right now. Nah. Let's save that.
Activating drive. Full boost. Don't hold back, fan.
Let's get party.
You're Be gone.
Don't screw with me.
I'm roaring. Oh, you got stunned.
Ha! You know what to do on
Not really a good time for it, but can Aaron ult? No.
Now or never.
But like, what if Aaron could ult?
Good luck.
Show me what you got.
You hit anything, girly? All right, fine. Fucking this'll hit.
Shoot it. Come on. Time for a beat. Now or never. Get going, Dan.
Time to pump it up.
Hold from the corner.
Here goes. Keep it up.
Flow.
Oh, we fucking ran out of juice.
Champ.
So it got canceled. Don't miss.
Some of this.
Thank you. You got an achievement apparently. Defeated 500 or more enemies. Oh no, they called me cringe. That's just because the guard makes me fight enemies. It's not fair. We just got bad luck and it kept being like, oh, they gotta slay monsters. Gran! Damn, must have nabbed and bailed. We were stuck or whatever the fuck just happened. Where could they have gone? No, was nobody questioning how she sent us to the fucking VR space? Just me? Alright, yeah, that's pretty normal. Oh, thank heavens you're alright. No early idea what just happened. I'm relieved we're all safe. You were all just kind of like standing around and going like, what the? It was like you were like pretending to fight a monster or something. I couldn't really understand what was going on. And like, Van, he like started growling like he was like turning into a monster or something. He kept saying like, I'm the Grendel. I'm the Grendel. You guys okay, man? I don't know. You kids these days are... I'm just going to say, I don't care if it's not PC. Y'all are just playing weird. The joke be, I just like the idea that nobody else can see the monster or the VR space. Yeah, we're fine. Do you have any idea what happened to the 4 people who are at this table? 4 people? This inn has been closed for 25 years. There's not a soul that even lives in this city. It's a ghost town. There used to be 50,000 people that lived in this city, but they went towards the roof a short while ago. News to me, it's the dead end if I ever heard one. You may wish to retract that statement, Mr. Wei. Tim, we've been had. What did the... Must have been their plan from the start. We have to go after them. Quickly, everyone, to the car! Oh no, it's been impounded! Van hasn't paid any parking tickets? What the? A crash? Oh no, the light's gone haywire. This is gonna be bad news. It's okay, Van. We're going. You don't need a light. You can feel the road. That's underselling it, I'm afraid. Similar malfunctions and accidents are occurring all over the capital. Yeah, like there's a malfunction with my red clock. There it goes.
Currently, traffic lights are malfunctioning all throughout the capital, which has led to numerous accidents on the road.
Well, while you're stopped in traffic, why not come to the Macmillan Cafe, where we've got some delicious, racism-free now Quincy brand chips.
Municipal authorities are currently investigating the issue. Some lines have already suspended service.
With every bite, feel free in knowing that your money no longer supports the most racist company in Calvert. I mean, it didn't just take off. It was already going fast, sir. It's March 22nd, 8:32 a.m. Man, shit's getting popping early. I like to think that maybe all this happened normally. We were just too caught up with Rosette trying to kill us. Marine radar devices used in river traffic are also experiencing failures across the board. Authorities have already launched an investigation into the matter, and they have grounded all departing flights. Is this for real? Doesn't it really hack all the traffic lights and all these other systems? It looks that way, yes. The interference is being caused by orbital waves transmitted from that airship. They use an in-development code from the Institute of Science. Essie's fingerprints are all over this. No way she can do all that on her own, though, right? She may be Hamilton's student, but it's still a little much. Indeed, there's a strong possibility she was receiving a boost from the corrosion. Yep, because that's how that works. Furthermore, I heard I mean, it does work in universe. That's not like a new concept, but it is very silly. I mean, I guess, you know, the same idea as dude's brain getting, you know, with making the nuclear bombs in the Genesis. Well, I guess that wasn't really like his brain was overclocked, but there was a degree of that. Maybe that's happened to Epstein. Maybe his ass wasn't even that smart. It was just when he had all 8 Genesis, like, he just like put them on his head and started thinking, and he just had crazy ideas. I heard Miss Archette was involved in the initial design phase of the Zypha standard. Nessie's more than a little familiar with the latest communication standards. She even has access to the Zyphos developer mode. She's using every weapon in her arsenal against us. The scale of what she's doing is totally off the charts. Yeah, we can still shoot her. I mean, we shouldn't, but in theory we can. He's pulling the entire capital in her mess, kicking and screaming. I just wonder if she's got some other reason for doing this. They're getting further and further away. Can't afford to lose them. At least if I figure out what they're headed. Maybe you could like
having a hard time of things, are we?
Maybe you could like turn into the Grindel and then like jump really high. You don't know the half of it. How are things going on your end?
Swimmingly. Old Town is safe and secure, so we're leaving it to Ikaruga and the Alpha Squad's care. How about yourself? If I'm not mistaken, you're in the midst of a car chase, yes?
One of the fastest in Calvardian history. Look how fast those lines are going past, man. Actually, it's more like we're chasing an airship, and it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. That's a straight shot, that'd be a different story, but Travis is in a real shit show if you haven't noticed.
I think I have just the solution you need. Go to this location, and you will find someone who can put your predicament to rest.
Sir, you can't be saying that shit when everyone's getting mind controlled and trying to kill us left, right, and center. You can't be saying, hey, go to this secret location, somebody can put your predicament to rest. Yeah, by killing me? Oh, yeah? Like, guys, we gotta at least entertain the idea that we're being sent to the firing squad. I don't see anyone here. You sure this is the place? Guys. Yeah, I'm sure. We're right on time, too. I mean, sometimes you can't, like, most people don't deserve bad things to happen to them, but there is an element of, like, you gotta control your own fate, and when you guys are about to get blown up, like, and you're up and asking the goddess, like, how could this happen to me? She's just gonna be like, guys, you got a random video call from dude, and he says, I'm gonna put your predicament to rest, and you said, yes sir, let's go check it out, and then you were confused when you got there. Like, she's probably gonna send y'all to Gehenna for at least like a year, just to teach you a lesson. Whoa, okay, maybe maybe it's not, the airship's not gonna strafe us, which is, I'm actually slightly surprised. It's the Republican Army's new gunship model, the Alpha Ecta. If we pursue it with this, we'll have no trouble catching up to it. Yeah, but none of us can fly? Oh, is it gonna be like Rin or some stupid shit? I mean, her being able to fly an airship wouldn't be surprising, but...
Cut the idle chatter and get on board. We do not have the luxury of time.
I can't think of who that is. The voice sounds familiar, but...
That sounds like...
I see what's going on. No wonder the desk jockey was putting on airs.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yang, why are you here?
I kind of thought that, but I didn't remember what he sounded like.
I have been kept abreast of the current situation. We can save any further discussion for later.
Might want to hurry up and hop on, Arkwright. I always deliver my goods on time, even if I have to take to the skies to do it.
Wait, I know that voice.
Now hold on just a minute. Is that you, Hermes? What's a courier doing piloting that thing?
And... I mean, I am glad they didn't blow us up,
from the Horvatot,
but
1200 Arj.
I really did expect it.
650 Selj per hour. Once we come within 150 Arj of the target, I will decelerate to match.
Because it really should have been like, they should have been sus, and they think they're gonna get blown up, and then they don't get blown up. You know, them having like no critical awareness still is, you know.
I'll come right alongside them at 300 Selj per hour. Then you can jump over to their ship.
Yeah, that's not happening, lady. No shot.
Sounds like a plan. You're one heck of a pilot, you know that?
And this gunship's brand spanking new. Just who the hell are you, anyway?
Oh, just a humble delivery woman and lone wolf biker. Nothing more, nothing less. Think of me as you always have.
That may be a difficult ask.
I don't think you can sweep those awesome flying skills under the rug.
Yeah, no kidding. They're seriously impressive. And thanks to them, we're hot on their trail.
And not to be a hater, but she is just kind of going straight.
We should be thanking Yang as well. You came to rescue Gran and Essie, right?
Like, the impressive, she hasn't done the impressive part yet, which will be getting us, you know, right in line to have us jump off safely. Right now, she's just going fast.
To do what needs to be done. That includes observing this fascinating phenomena. Now, focus your attention on the situation at hand. I may have assisted with running the calculations, but this strategy is hardly foolproof.
What calculate? We're just gonna jump, man.
He ain't wrong. I don't think any of us have boarded an airship mid-flight for one. Just follow my lead and we should be fine. Everyone got that?
And we have a pretty good authority. It's not that big a deal. You just kind of like jump off and you land where you're supposed to be.
Loud and clear.
Should we misjudge our leap for whatever reason, I will attempt to break our fall with a shard field.
We're closing in on them. Be ready to board at any moment.
The four of them are on the deck. Oh, good. It looks like they're all unharmed.
Good. So once we get there, we'll take out that bodyguard and then...
Ah! Did they just attack us?
That looked like a barrier of some kind. So much for the direct approach.
A what?
Wait, that's not all. I'm gonna put some distance between us.
Ah, spooky claws.
That is a shard-based barrier, and by the looks of it, an external force is strengthening it to an extraordinary degree. This may be more difficult than I had envisioned. If we can find some way to stimulate a resonance effect, however, it may be possible to bore a way through.
A resonance effect? Oh.
Is that the Genesis? And there's our answer. Hey, Mare! Come on out!
Sorry, Mare's still on strike. She only shows up for random Martian garden fights.
Since you called on me.
Yeah.
Wait, am I in the sky?
Is that Hollow keeping up with the ship? But how?
You know.
Well, you see, we might be better off explaining this later.
Time to get to work, Mare Bear. You were listening in on our conversation, right?
Yeah. You want me to drill a hole in that thing, right? If we want this to succeed, I'll need you guys to follow my instructions to the letter.
Oh, speaking of instructions to the letter, did I set up today's video to go live? I think it just occurred to me. I was supposed to do that before I started recording. I did not. Is it? Yeah, okay. Be right back. If you're wondering why part 85 was a little bit late, here's your answer. Alright, we're back.
The gunship is falling back.
The futility of their efforts must have finally dawned upon them. Even so, that they're chasing us in this manner leaves no doubt as to their allegiance.
Yeah, they're definitely siding with the president. I won't let Catra go down the wrong path. I'm gonna bring him back to the light, whatever it takes.
As I thought. You yourself have not changed at all, have you, Esmeralda? You are still the same kind, gentle soul who only has my and Catra's best interests at heart.
I mean, it is really funny to see her saying that right next to the evil, glowy field.
Of course, Professor. That goes without saying.
You could at least give her some leg room, make the evil cage a little bit bigger. Can't even pace in that.
But if you get that, then why won't you listen to me?
Because you're being a dumbass, dear.
What was that?
Now, Esmeralda, prepare the phase space!
There! That's it, isn't it?
We opened up a hole by matching the vibrations with the Genesis. You should be able to board it now.
Not bad, pilot lady. You got everything lined up perfectly.
Never thought I'd be taking flying instructions from a hollow of all things. Not hard to argue with the result.
Get it twisted. You are replaceable.
All right,
AI
then.
will destroy your job.
Ready, everyone? Brace yourselves. We're coming in hot.
Right.
Rare unanimity? I don't, you know, could have maybe got a little bit closer first. There's definitely some wind going on. That was kind of cool. Oh, we have virtual space? Wait, this place seems familiar somehow. You haven't done any hacking. It's not your hacking business. Yeah, it's like a carbon copy of the spaces Mirrorbear hacks into us for us. This area looks quite similar to the concept images of the Orbital Next virtual space. I don't think this place is being recreated from anyone's psyche, so this doesn't fit the previous patterns of the corrosion. The last trip to the Garden didn't either. I wonder if this is more of a temporary thing. Maybe that means it doesn't have a firmer grip on them? Or they ran out of art assets. In any case, it's probable that Miss Archette and Miss Burke are farther in. There's only one thing left to do. Yeah, murder him, fairy. Evil fairy, we need you. We're gonna charge in and wake him the hell up. Sir.
Whew, that hits the spot.
What time are we at? We're at 35. We'll probably end a little early. We'll get to the end of the dungeon.
Watch it. That one's big.
So I thought you were like interact with. My checky point? How does this work? I know it's just a teleport.
That looks like a nice chest.
Let's go. CPS. CPS. We love the CPS. The shiny
You're a rowdy
rocks
crowd, aren't you?
give us, well, not unlimited power, but the limits to our power are decreased. I don't know. Wait, is this where I'm supposed to go?
Looks like a bunch of pushovers.
I think so.
Guess looks
At the very least, I know this is not the
True,
way we're
but
supposed
we
to
can
go.
take them as long as we work together. That's right. Let's go, everyone.
Cashmere hood. Who up? Oh yeah, because you're not really set up at all. Who's the closest? Sad day when Fairy's the best set up. I can set you up before we actually do the boss fight in between videos. At least make sure you have shit to cast.
I smell treasure.
Tier all bomb. Not to be confused with a tier all bomb. You wouldn't want to get your tier all and your tier alls. You know? That'd be pretty embarrassing. You showed up to the potluck, and instead of a tier all, you got a tier all.
Looks like we can rest here.
That hits the spot.
That it? Okay, all short. Here's what we can start the cutscene. Do our, you know, not do the fight, but do the cutscene before. Because that was like really short.
Everyone, you came.
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised.
Ketra, Van, do you really want to fight us?
I mean, I really don't want to fight Naj, because, well...
Well, we don't have to. All you've got to do is let the professor and the princess go.
Ran! I'm so glad you're okay.
Catra, yes, I'm all right. Esmeralda, Najee, and I were all just having a little chat.
Nah, that's battered woman syndrome. You're trapped behind a lightning cage, lady.
What I've gathered is that their grip on
She's really a nice
reality is
person, I
slipping.
promise.
Sad to say.
We just can't get through to the professor.
Let me get this straight. They're trying to stop the mass production of nuclear weapons in Prince Street's supposed uprising. But if that was the only intention, why would you have the capital's transportation network into disarray? You'd probably hurt more people. The only logical explanation is you have another goal here. Tell me I'm wrong, Essie. Sorry, but you're exactly right. We're assisting in the plan to thwart President Grahamhart. Well, okay, maybe we should hear her out. What the hell kind of plan are you talking about? Are you in on this too, Naj? What did the TV guy do? I am. I believe His Highness's plan hinges on having the backing of the president. If we strip him of his political power, then maybe the prince will rethink his intentions. I have to wonder if such a plan truly exists, or if it's merely a byproduct of the rampant delusions. Alright, okay, whatever. You two got your own reasons for playing a part in the supposed plan. I can respect that. You're trying to protect the people you care about, or whatever. But ask yourself, are you really going about this the right way? Haven't you wondered why you can't convince them what you're doing is right, or how you even got this strange power in the first place? Or why everyone but you has apparently turned evil? Really, stop and think about it for a sec. Doesn't this sound a little bit weird to you? Stop confusing me. If we don't stop this, President Catcher will turn into an angel and blow up the whole city. Calm down, Essie. I want you to think long and hard about all that's been happening. Look at this from a researcher's perspective. Are you sure there are any inconsistencies? Fuck, I stuttered.
I need you to remember
She's not
something,
gonna
Esmeralda.
respect my logical argument.
Think back to the time when you, Cronkite, and I were solving the formulas left behind by Professor Callahan.
I mean, I would like it if we didn't actually fight them. You know, we did manage to just be like, hey, snap out of it, and it worked for once.
They weren't formulas for nuclear weapons. They were formulas for inventions that would benefit society as a whole.
Like nuclear weapons.
If you don't believe that to be the case, I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that isn't what happened.
I know I'm right, because Yang... Wait, that's not... Huh?
She's starting to waver, but will this be enough?
Now it's your turn, princess. Snap her out of it.
I don't even know this lady.
I'm sure you'll be able to reach her.
Right.
No, Your Highness. Don't be swayed by their lies and deceit. You have to believe me. Please.
Don't worry. I will always believe in you. And that's why I'm going to ask you again. You have served my brother for so long. I truly believe that no one knows him better than you. He forged bonds with the revered eldest prince of the Empire, as well as the royal family of Liberl and the princely family of Remiferia.
Revered eldest prince. Yeah, I don't know. Revered's maybe a strong word.
Even while enjoying their company, he was fraught with worry over his own inexperience. You no doubt bore witness to that. Do you truly believe that such a person would take the easy path? Would he borrow another country's power to rebel against his own? Think, Najee. Remember my brother. Would he make that kind of choice?
Plus, being the crown prince is definitely way better than being the king. You get like all the resources, but like none of the responsibility, or much less of the responsibility.
Najee!
Well, that definitely got her thinking.
There's no way you can't sense it. The Crimson Plague that's gnawing away at you. Wake up, you two! The truth's staring right at you. Remember the path you've walked till now.
Ah! No, you're lying! If you weren't, then none of this would make any sense.
That would mean I'm wrong. Therefore, everyone's in on the conspiracy.
Yes.
Honestly, the most realistic part of the game.
This is my truth. I have a duty to fulfill, so I can't be doubting myself now!
Esmeralda?
What happened?
They began to notice the cracks, only for the corrosion to strengthen its hold over them.
You're gonna turn into a damn lightning wolf again, or whatever.
Is this like what happened in Tharbad last year?
Yeah, I guess. She did. It's sort of the same. And the cube! The cube!
That's very
Cube should be used for
the
good.
Beast King who serves Arusha.
Not evil.
So, they went and recreated it, huh? That one over there looks pretty damn vicious, too. Well, we've come this far. Now let's see this thing through!
Don't worry, Essie. Najee, we'll free you soon.
Yes, sir. We will see this thing through on the next episode. We will destroy the cube. Can't be deathblowed. Cringe. You're weak to fire. We could maybe remember that. Probably not. But alright. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.